Hello everyone, myself Professor S.K. Sonone from Kekewa College of Agriculture, Nasik, Department of Plant Pathology. Today we are study about sulfur cycle, phosphorus cycle under the course Microbiology 111. What is the phosphorus cycle? The phosphorus cycle is the circulation of phosphorus among the rocks, soil, water, and plants and animal. The earth, human beings, and all other organisms must have phosphorus to live in nature. Most phosphorus occurs in phosphate rock, which contain phosphate ions combined with calcium, magnesium, chlorine, and fluorine. It cannot be found in air in the gaseous. This is because phosphorus is usually liquid at normal temperatures pressures. This cycle is the slower of the matter cycles. Phosphorus is most commonly found in rock formation, ocean sediments, as phosphate salts. Phosphate is also limiting factor for the plant growth in marine ecosystem because they are not very water soluble. The process of phosphorus cycle. The cycle basically start out in the earth soil. The soil contains phosphate, and when something grows out of the soil, it should have phosphate as well. When the plant grow, they are consumed by herbivore and omnivore animals. The animal's waste or the animal's body when it dies become detritus. Detritus is non-living organic material. When the detritus goes too deep into the soil, detrivorous in the soil decompose and become the soil's phosphate and the cycle repeats. Another example of phosphorus cycle is when rocks are created. The phosphate in the soil moves on and transfer it phosphate to the rocks underwater. When the uplifting of the rocks occur, it takes the phosphate along with it. After that, the withering of rocks occurred and the rocks begin to break down into the soil, and the phosphate in the rocks end up the soil again, and the cycle repeats. Okay, this is the sulfur cycle. Precipitated solid phosphate into the rock, uplifting of rocks, weathering of rocks, runoff, and phosphate in rocks, phosphate in soil in organic form, phosphate in solution, phosphates in organic compounds, then animals, consumed by animals, then consumed by plants. When plants and animals die, detrivorous in soil, and detrivorous decomposed into the soil and then release phosphate in soil in organic form. All these examples of phosphates are inorganic into white boxes. However, the phosphorus cycle is also organic yellow boxes. Note all phosphates in the runoff make it to the water, others sink into the soil. These inorganic phosphates are transformed into organic ones by plants, which are in turn eaten by animals. The dead animals retain their internal phosphorus store, and detrivorous scavengers which feed on the dead plants and animals or their waste change the organic phosphate back to the inorganic ones. How do human interfere with the phosphorus cycle? Cutting and burning of tropical rainforest affect the phosphorus cycle. As the forest is cut and or burned, nutrients are originally stored in the plant and rock and quickly washed away by heavy rains, causing the land to become unproductive. Agricultural runoff provide much of the phosphate found in waterways. Crops often cannot absorb all of the fertilizer in the soil, causing excess fertilizers runoff and increasing phosphate level in rivers and other bodies of water. The phosphate in the water is eventually precipitated in sediments and at the bottom of the body of the water. In certain lakes and ponds, this may be redissolved and recycled as a problem nutrients. Animal waste or manure may also be applied to the land as a fertilizer. If misapplied on frozen ground during winter, much of it may lost as runoff during the spring thaw. In certain area, very large field lots of animals may result in excessive runoff of phosphate and nitrate into streams. Crap. Another human causes of artificial eutrophication is runoff from mines. Mining in areas where rocks is rich in phosphorus minerals can create dust that is blown by wind into nearby ecosystems. A major problem with the use of phosphorus in fertilizer is process of artificial eutrophication. Eutrophication is a large increase in the primary productivity of a lake. Eutrophication can be harmful to the natural balance of a lake and results in massive death of fish and other animals as dissolved oxygen level are depleted from the water. Thank you for your attention. I hope you all are safe and stay home. Thank you very much.